Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Retro Wrestling Revival. I am John Wanglin, and joining me, as always, is my partner, Brother Martin. Brother Martin, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, brother. I cannot wait tonight. We're going to have some, what is it?
It's some
hot wrestling action coming live to your towns and producing live hot wrestling action. Real hot wrestling.
The way
it's supposed to be.
Nothing but the hottest.
Okay, so like we're gonna have some real hot wrestling action tonight, the way it's supposed to be, by God. So you know what, dude, things are starting to heat up right now, like with like the Monday Night Wars, and dare I say, man, like we are getting ready to hit the pinnacle of the way it's gonna be, like with these wars, man. Because you know what, going back and forth, things are getting better, man. Things are heating up. WCW, in my opinion, is kicking the WWE's butt at the moment. But do you think this episode of Monday Night Raw, this could be the ship that's turning around, if you will, for the better?
You know, I think it is not a good possibility, considering how much of a role WCW has been on lately. I don't think they could beat that last show. They got a lot of work to do.
Dude, the last show was outstanding.
It was really good. So
without a doubt, if you will.
It was really good. So I don't have a lot of faith in them after the last few weeks, but I know they're going to turn it up soon here, because we're getting close to getting the dude. We're getting dude love coming soon.
Ow, have mercy. And you know what? And if Dude Love can't help steer the ship in the right direction, I know Rockabilly can.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you, buddy. Rockabilly. Hey, you're going to have to be in charge of the comments tonight. Do you see the comments on your side to scroll through them and put them up? Mine are all locked up for whatever reason.
Do not
technical difficulty. Yeah, technical difficulty there. I can see the comments
at the moment, but it is what it is.
We'll figure it
out. We got the difficulties on the comments, ladies and gentlemen, but straight up, you know what? We will answer them the way we see them on our screen. So, okay. So, yes, it is Vader time, Daniel.
It is Vader time, baby. It's Vader time.
It is Vader time.
It's Vader time.
And okay, and Mr. Jeremy Nick said that the plan was just put into motion for a Drew heel turn in the main event. JD, Dom, Rollins, and Sammy have till main event time to leave the building next week. we get an RKO. Ooh, I'm excited about that with Randy Orton returning.
I can't wait to get a little RKO action. Hey, let me scroll back out. You take the reins for a minute. Let me see if I can fix the comments, and then you take the reins for just a minute, okay?
Sounds good, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are here, if you will. We're gonna have some fun tonight, and we're gonna do our best to make sure that everything is good and squared away. So I hope everybody is excited for some real hot wrestling action tonight. Monday Night Raw. This is the things are starting to heat up, with the Monday Night War series. We got Dude Love that's getting ready to make his debut. I mean, we got the Hart Foundation. I mean, they are absolutely on fire right now. We got Steve Austin. He's starting to heat up and show why he's the badass baby, if you will.
I got it back up here. I fixed it. Look at this.
An amazing.
Look, I'm a technical genius.
Time. So apparently the messages are popping up again.
I'm a technical genius.
So once again, Johnny P, he saved the day. Speaking of saving the day, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, because I know I'm speaking for John when I say this, thank you so much to all of the supporters out there. We are almost at 2,000 followers here on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. 2,000, John. Can you believe that?
And you know what's crazy? We've had nearly 200,000, and this is no lie on this number, nearly 200,000 people we've reached through our various posts that we've been putting up on Facebook the last 28 days. So it's super cool to see a lot of new people come out. And a lot of new people check out the content. I think we're putting up some fun stuff throughout the week. So, I mean, pretty awesome to see that we've had literally, reached nearly 200,000 people. We've had, I think it was 110,000 engagements with the show here the last 28 days. So let's keep it up and let's keep it rolling. And yeah, Jeremy mentions a good point here. 18-year anniversary of Eddie passing away today. Really missed the Latino heat.
Viva la raza! I love Eddie. You guys know the love and admiration I have for Eddie. Which Eddie was a little did I realize at the time, but he was one of the individuals that helped plant the seeds for me. Eventually making the greatest decision of my life, which is give my life to Christ. So Eddie. A huge influence on my life. So rest in peace, Eddie, and me and John. We will see you again one day. So
yes,
I'm just saying.
No doubt, man. Well, let's get on into what we got. The topic at hand tonight. It's going to be a fun show. Hopefully, we're watching Monday Night Raw. This is right after, really hot wrestling, and this is right after Canadian Stampede. So this card is coming from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and it aired on July 7th, 1997. We got a great lineup, I think, here tonight. Hopefully, let's see how it works out. But only 5 matches, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 matches here, 5 or 6 matches. So not a lot of matches, but we got a great rematch from the night before, which was at Canadian Stampede, and they had a great match. It was the great Sasuke versus Taka Michinoku. So that was a great match on the.
It actually was.
Yeah. So. We get another rematch of that. Then we have the Gang War stuff starting. Crush with 8-Ball, Chainz, and Skull versus Savio Vega, who's got Jose Castillo, Jose Estrada, and Miguel Perez, the guy with the hairy back. So,
oh God,
he's got one hairy back, bro.
Within the history of our show, me and John, we've skipped maybe a handful of matches, and John. I think the first ever match we skipped, it was a Jose Estrada match because
I couldn't take the back. I couldn't take the back hair, bro. It was disgusting.
What's worse, his back hair or Raquel Rodriguez's back?
I'll take her back flex all day over that back hair. No doubt about it. Yep.
I got you.
Daniel says the Canadian hero Steve Austin's going to get a standing ovation, I bet. And Jeremy said, speaking of Canada, I went back and watched the Broken Skull episode with the Hitman, and it's a great watch. Yeah, that's a great episode with those two. I love the Broken Skull sessions when they do them, Chris.
All the Broken Skull sessions are absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, they're great ones. The next match is the finals of the WWF World Tag Team Title Tournament. It's going to be the Hart Foundation, Owen, and the British Bulldog. They got Pillman and Neidhart with them. They're taking on the Nation of Domination, D'Lo Brown and Faarooq, who has Mustafa with them. And this, once again, is the WWF Tag Title Tournament final match. So we're going to get some new champs tonight, maybe. We'll see. See how it comes out.
Yes, sir.
And then we got Steve Austin's taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley tonight. Boy, that kind of predates the amazing feud they have in a couple years, right?
Oh God, yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
How many matches those two had? Pretty amazing that you're seeing it here in the infancy stages, but later on it's going to be just big money for them. Those matches, interesting stuff.
Oh, without a doubt. I agree.
Next is Brian Christopher taking on Eric Shelley. I have no idea who the hell Eric Shelley is. Well,
that's Alex Shelley's dad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. I bet he's a jam up guy then.
He is.
And then at the main event tonight, we got Bret Hart taking on Goldust.
That's what I'm talking
Daniel
about.
says they need to do a Broken Skull session with the great Khali. What a fantastic episode that would be.
Jesus Christ. Just imagine that. Or no. A table for three. The Great Muta, the Great Khali, and Giant Gonzalez.
We're gonna have to resurrect one of them. So you're gonna have to resurrect one of them. So yeah, that would be an interesting one. All right,
Yes,
so that's the show tonight, guys. If you want to watch along with us, head on over to Peacock. That's where we're gonna watch on the Peacock app.
Season 5, right?
This is gonna be, let's see, it's gonna be season 5, episode 27. If you want to watch along with us. Daniel, you got to keep me up to date on the score too, because I can't check the score. I'm not checking the score live, so keep me up to date on the game score here too.
What, Monday Night Football?
Yeah, Monday Night Football as well. So keep me up to date on that. Tell me when you're good to go, buddy, and you got it loaded up, and we'll get rocking.
I'm getting. I'm trying to load it right now. I'm on the app, so
You are good, man. Take your time. We'll be there in a minute.
So yeah, just
a little bit of a shorter show tonight too. It's 1 hour and 24 minutes tonight. So maybe that's a good
really.
thing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they had extra commercial breaks. I have no clue, but maybe it's a good thing when you get an hour and 24-minute show instead. Sometimes.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. I mean, because sometimes less is more. That's like for me. I wish they would go back to Monday Night Raw being 2 hours. Just saying.
Yeah, I would be even happier if it was less than that.
Come on,
throw that out there. 2 hours is enough for me.
All right, I'm ready to rock and roll. Bro.
All right, Chris is good. So we're gonna watch once again WWF Monday Night Raw, season 5, episode 27, July 7th, 1997, right on the Peacock app, and we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right.
In 100 countries, in 7 different languages, 500 million viewers.
Yes.
We always say it every week. That's the most bullshit line in the world on that 500 million viewers.
I agree 1,000%. I mean, and they're talking about the Canadian Stampede.
Yeah, they got it. It's all front page on the newspapers and everything in the Calgary Herald.
That's like pretty much. Let's say we were to have a concert here in Myrtle Beach, and we were to have it in like the local newspaper the day after. I mean, it's essentially the same thing.
Pretty much.
So
it's
yeah.
made front. The news must have been slow in Calgary if the Canadian Stampede was the head news story.
Mm-hmm.
Hart Foundation against the nation. Are we getting close to DX calling Hitman a racist and set it up like the Foundation destroyed the nation locker room? Yeah, I think that's about right about time. It's coming up here.
Do you think that they're going to censor it on the network?
I don't know. Maybe. You never do know.
So yeah.
You never do know. Daniel said, I'd maybe tune into Raw. Just give me Rhea for 5 minutes, and then they can end Raw after that.
There you go.
It would not fly today, Jeremy. No way at all. And it was pretty distasteful back then, too.
Well, it's kind of like the whole thing, like with the Roddy Piper segment, which I do agree with him.
Oh, with the black, when he painted himself half black and half white?
Yeah, I do agree with the fact that they removed that. So
Daniel says, Bruce Hart paid off the Canadian Herald, those corrupt Canadians.
Yes.
Bruce paid him off in moonshine and booze because Lord knows he was lit enough at the Canadian Stampede the night before.
Good God, man. Like the Grey Goose was just flowing. Speaking of flowing, man, I got a brand new book. It's called Todd is God, which is the brand new book by the original founder of ECW, Todd Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
And excellent. I highly recommend it.
Very nice. Very
nice. Sean Oliver he helped write the book.
Absolutely. Sean's a great writer.
Yeah. So like flat out, I think it's a phenomenal story. Which I highly encourage it. And you're speaking to somebody that's not a huge ECW guy. So if I can sit down and it could keep my attention and it's ECW, then you know it's good.
Yep. All right.
So,
I heard it's a good read. So Bruce Hart doesn't bleed. He oozes alcohol.
Dude, Bruce was so desperate to get that attention.
Boy, Edmonton's hot here for this card tonight. You knew they were excited to get this match, and get this Monday Night Raw and these matches over there.
Where's Stu at? The Stu in the crowd.
Stu Hart, he's in the crowd there somewhere. Look at all those signs, man. This just makes me miss the old days with all the signs so much.
I do. Same here. But now with cell phones, we got to have our cell phones out. And do you know what irks me? Is that whenever you have these individuals that go to these shows and instead of actually enjoying the show, they have their cameras out their whole entire time recording it, looking at the screen while they're actually at the live show.
Yeah, I always forget to take pictures and stuff for that reason right there.
Yeah.
Look at Bret rocking out the Edmonton Oilers jersey here. That's sacrilege being from Calgary, though, being a Calgary Flames guy.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Bret Hart was so cool back then, wasn't he?
He was absolutely outstanding, legend, one of the greatest of all time.
Says JR's got another book coming out on his greatest calls. I bet you that'll be going. JR's a good writer. I always enjoy his stuff. Daniel says, imagine paying ticket prices today to not see anything with those signs. That's why that's why they won't allow them anymore, because they don't want people's views obstructed with how much they're paying for tickets.
Really?
I think it's a big reason why signs aren't allowed today. And people are completely just, you know how it was in the Attitude Era, bro. They were a little hardcore in those signs.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have fun on the shows, even if you're going to be on the phone 24/7. Don't even go. I agree.
Oh, yeah. You talk about the vulgarity on the signs back then, yeah. Extreme.
The shit they would put, it was insane.
Extreme, if you will. So, yes. Extreme. Going to the extreme, brother.
Vince with that Raw jacket right there and that whole Raw getup and outfit's pretty awesome, by the way.
Dude, I love that, man. Did you ever get the chance to get that Raw jacket?
I was never cool enough to rock out a jean jacket like that.
Damn it. Oh, it will, yeah. I mean, it takes a special person.
Brett's jacket like half coming off of him right now?
Because he's doing his sexy boy gimmick.
He is. He sure is. Daniel says my woo energy sign will even bring back the love of the Attitude Era.
It would. You know, Daniel, whenever we go to AEW in January, I think we need to rock some signs.
I don't know if the signs that you two would bring would be politically correct.
Yeah, honestly, it would be cool to see Sting before he retires and see Ric Flair, hopefully sober.
That's debatable. I don't think you're getting that. Bret's ragging on the Americans right now.
Oh god, yeah. Good.
What, are you choking that water bottle there?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
No. I'm not choking. My wife's trying to open up a thing of popcorn.
I thought she was choking a water bottle there, like an empty bottle.
I know. It sounds like it. But yeah, so
Daniel says he's choking his chicken to Sunny right now.
Oh God.
No. Bret just had Sunny days a few minutes before the segment. He was happy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Me politically correct? Shit. Nope.
I don't
Daniel
think
says
so.
he makes sure to awful the bottle dinner first. And yes. Jeremy said most of the AEW signs are people plugging their YouTube channels. Oh yeah, how lame.
And Daniel, hopefully whenever we go to Charleston, we can have a better experience at the local McDonald's than we did in Greenville.
Note to self, stay away from the local McDonald's. Stay far away from McDonald's.
Oh my goodness.
There's a one in the heart, Charleston.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so what's Bret saying here?
Here's Bret doing a great job. Canada's still a country where we take care of the sick and the old. We take care of one another.
Now,
talking gun control now too. Woo! He's making some digs.
I can't disagree with what he's saying.
Hey, He's a Canadian hero for a reason.
Yeah.
Ooh, we did the racial line. Canada is
God,
riddled with racial prejudice and hatred.
yeah. I mean, with all due respect, the United States, they can learn a lot from what Canada does. I mean, and which I'm appreciative for the opportunities and for like the privileges that I do have here, but I think it's disgusting that we're the only first world nation like without a universal healthcare option. Just saying.
Jeremy says he goes, those Canadians do have free healthcare.
They do. So if they get drunk and they beat the piss out of each other, they can go to the hospital and they don't got to pay for it.
Charleston will have our stuff ready on a silver platter, Daniel says.
They will. I'm excited.
This is a great way, though, for Bret to start drawing in nuclear heat when he goes to America. This is the best way to really solidify yourself as an absolute monster heel.
Oh, yeah. I agree 1,000%. And the thing is that he's got this massive crowd behind him, which makes it even better. So, yes. Yeah.
Make it a promise now.
Oh, he will bring that belt with him.
If he does. Okay. So if he loses in that championship match, he will never, ever wrestle on American soil ever again.
So is that like the Marty Scurll rule?
I guess so, pretty much.
I mean, come on.
It's a great way for you to know that he's definitely going to win this match.
Yeah.
Here now Bret's calling out his brother Owen. He called him the best technical wrestler in the World Wrestling Federation today, and he's got his Oilers jersey on too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, with the most beautiful version of the Intercontinental title ever made. And speaking of Owen Hart, this is like a little preview, guys. Me and John, we kind of we're kind of making like a little bit of like a detour, like with our top 5/top 10 list. And on one of our shows this week, on like our radio show, like we're doing our top list of people that should be in the Hall of Fame. So Owen, I'm gonna be, which I'll be honest with you guys, Owen is my number one. But the rest of my list, you guys will have to tune in to find out.
It'll be interesting to say the least. It'll be a good show.
So,
Daniel says if we only could have got this run until Mania 14 with heel anti-American Bret against Austin, boy, it would have been much better, I think, in that match for him to beat Bret for the title. That's my opinion. I mean, the match with Shawn was great too, but I think it would have been better with him beating Bret. What do you think?
Yes, I agree 1,000%. I mean, just imagine Steve Austin beating Bret at Mania. I think Austin would. I mean, not saying that Austin wasn't over, but I feel like it would have been more effective for Bret to drop the belt to Austin, because think about it. Steve Austin gives Bret immense credit for helping bring him to the main event level. So I mean, how more respectful would it be for Bret to say, "Okay, let me pass the torch before I leave to you"?
It would have been a great way, and especially with their legendary feud, how great it would have been.
Oh yeah, I agree.
That beautiful European title on the Bulldog.
I miss that belt.
It's a great belt.
There's a thing I was reading online on Twitter where whenever like you look at the European title, who's the first wrestler like that pops in your head?
European title, British Bulldog.
Okay, for me it's D'Lo Brown.
Really?
Yeah, D'Lo. I think D'Lo is the first one that pops in my head.
Okay, very well. All right, interesting.
You better recognize.
Who are they calling out now here? Who's this? Oh, they're playing the Canadian national anthem.
This is awesome.
I love the jackets too with their names on them on the back.
We should get
that.
Yeah, we should get some jackets like that made. Just saying. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it.
We'll get some bitchin' leather jackets like that done. I've never been a leather jacket guy.
Okay, then let's do pleather or jean jackets.
Jean jackets are easier. Daniel says, I always think of Midian as the European champ.
Oh, come on.
Was he naked running around in it? Look at Steve Austin coming out and interrupting the anthem, blasting them all with a chair. I love it.
This is, by God. That Steve Austin shirt, I
love it. What a way to piss off the crowd.
I think that's the highest selling WWE shirt of all time.
Probably is.
So yeah.
Probably right up there.
And
boy, what a way to get some heat with the crowd. Owen got fucking bashed on the back of the head there too.
Come on.
Steve wasn't taking it easy on him.
What Steve needs to think about the individuals that suffer concussions.
Steve's had his fair share, I'm sure.
What?
That
might explain why he's saying what.
Might be. That was a great moment there to interrupt him. If that was done, within the last 10 years, if you interrupt the national anthem of some country or do something wrong, you get fired for that.
Oh my God, yeah. Honestly, hot start to the show.
Very good start to the show. Very good start to the show.
Oh, somebody's got a Shaquille O'Neal jersey. So yeah.
Hey, Shaq's popular everywhere. Come on.
He is. Shaq's the man. Oh, speaking of the crowd, so what do you think so far? How'd you rate them? The crowd
all right so far.
They're not.
I haven't seen anything too alarming yet.
So they're not on Saginaw or on the Asylum?
No, not even close.
Okay, good.
The Asylum's leading it right now. Look at that creature behind Jim Ross, though. Hi, Dad, Graham, Grandpa, Barb, Janelle, Heidi, Sterling, and Lester.
Oh,
right, kid. We get it.
Lester the
Molesters there.
Yeah.
Lester the Molesters in fucking Edmonton.
Yeah. Yeah, how you doing?
How you doing, Lester? You creepy bastard.
Lester.
I love you.
All right, let's see. Let's get to the comments here for a second. Stone Cold heard they'd be playing country music until he realized it was the national anthem. Owen, Luger, Pillman, Nikita, Rick. All right. Marcel,
I'm calling it. I think Luger's going to be in the Hall of Fame this year.
I hope so, man. He deserves it.
So
all great ones to pick. All great ones to pick. Owen definitely, of course. I can talk about this right now. We'll wait till the radio show.
Brother, the post I put out like a few nights ago for that, it was one of the biggest posts we've ever had. So
there's a lot of comments that we're gonna shift through on there because man, there was a lot. I'm just looking at it right now. Let me look at it right now really fast. How many people came through that one and engaged with that? It was a lot. There's so many comments. I couldn't even keep up with them all on people's different opinions. Some very interesting ones too.
Yeah, very passionate.
Some were a little overly passionate.
Mm-hmm.
It did over 57,000 people interacted with it.
Between all of the forums we shared, holy crap. That is real.
No, that's just on Facebook.
Wow.
57,000 people interacted with it on Facebook. I mean, there's so many freaking comments on it that we'll shift through when we get there, because we post in all the groups and stuff. So, when we get them all on the feed, I couldn't even keep up with them anymore.
Why don't we can list like the the top 5 that like the majority of the people said.
We'll bring a bunch of them. I'll read a bunch of them through. I have them that we can find them. What's up, Lawrence? Good to see you, my friend. He said, a good day. All greetings from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia.
What's up, brother?
What's up, my friend?
Bye-bye.
Good to see you out, Lawrence. Daniel says 9-0 Broncos after a touchdown on 4th and 2 and then a missed extra point. Jesus, that's bad news.
Well, what's bad news was my Ravens. They blew a 14-point lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, yesterday. I saw that one. That was harsh.
It was.
That was a harsh one. I didn't think that was going to happen. I was keeping up with it, and then they were crushing them, and then I turned it off.
You can't blame it on Lamar, though. I mean, our defense completely crapped the bed.
It happens to every team, though.
It does. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Good God.
These two had a hell of a match the night before on Canadian Stampede.
Is Sasuke wearing ballet shoes?
He is. He is wearing ballet shoes. That's for sure. At
Man,
least it looks like he is.
Agility.
You got Brian Christopher on commentary here because they're hyping up this cruiserweight division that they're really trying to boost up now.
I think, honestly, if they had Sasuke, Taka, S.A. Rios, and they had more athletes like that like the light heavyweight division, it could have gone further.
I agree. They just didn't book it.
No.
They had some good players over there.
They did.
CJ Stroud for MVP. Get those Texans jerseys ready. He is the MVP of the season, CJ Stroud.
What?
Have you not seen his stats?
Yeah, he's been outstanding.
He is the MVP of the season, and there's nobody that's even close. Tyreek Hill is the number 2, right behind him.
Oh, freaking Tyreek's a beast.
Yeah, but CJ Stroud, I'm telling you right now, he's the MVP so far this year. That's my opinion.
And he's a rookie.
He is amazing. He's thrown 1 interception and is almost leading in yards thrown. And
wow.
He has no weapons over there in Houston.
Hey,
they lost their damn kicker the week before, and they had to bring in the backup third string running back to kick field goals, and he kicked a field goal.
That is awesome.
Firing on all cylinders.
Dude, Robert Woods is their main wide receiver.
Yeah, doesn't that say a lot? And they're doing pretty darn good. Beat the Bengals yesterday. Boy, that kick by Sasuke on Taka in the head.
God.
Woo! He's got some lethal feet.
He does. Now, well, them beating the Bengals, that's helped my Ravens, even though we lost. So that works for me.
Yeah, that was a surprise yesterday. Look at Taka go to the top. He moved good.
Beautiful.
Wonder if Taka's still wrestling these days.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Oh boy, that was almost a bad botch right there. He slipped when he was going. He looked like he was going to try to do a backflip off of it. Yeah. But he slipped when he turned around.
What do you think would have been worse, that or the thing with Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul?
Yep. That would have been worse if he didn't get that and flip it around. See, he was supposed to do a flip on that when he botched it because he just went back out and did the moonsault again.
Well, apparently Logan Paul is going to be wrestling full time now.
Yeah, he retired from boxing.
So
if someone needs a good kicker, go to Nigel Grup's bar. He's the leg. That's why. He's wiry.
Wiry.
He's wiry.
Wiry.
Taka Michinoku was really darn good, bro.
He was. I don't know why WCW never signed him.
Well, he was a big signing for WWF at this point because I remember they had a lot of hype to it when they signed him because he was such a big star over in Japan. Oh, nice move.
Beautiful. Just imagine Rey Mysterio versus Taka at this time.
Out.
So he's still doing stuff on and off. Lawrence says that he thinks he's still doing stuff currently on and off with New Japan. All right.
Really?
Taka was very good, but very evil. Yes, he made that, Daniel. He made the original one for Danhausen. Watching things, the legacy of Sin Cara in the WWE.
Oh, my God. Just imagine. Okay. Speaking of gimmicks that would not be allowed today, do you think they would bring back the Kung Fu Naki?
No,
gimmick?
I don't think. Indeed, I don't think that one would work anymore. Indeed,
Kung Fu Naki. Or
Sasuke's about to fly here. Oh, look at that, bro!
Good,
wow,
beautiful, right on the ground.
Springboarded himself right over the top. Didn't even touch the ropes or use the ropes.
Good God,
great
this
opener.
Match has been excellent.
Yeah.
So far, the show's been great.
Yeah. 2 for 2 with these two in matches. The Canadian Stampede we saw 2 weeks ago, and then this.
Yeah, I agree. 1,000%. I mean, I would. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
Kung Fu Naki was Mania main event worthy.
Yes, he was. Well,
Gobbledygooker. Hey, he's a main event talent too. The old Gobbledygooker. It's coming up to that time of year again.
Hector Guerrero, just saying.
Will we get our yearly Gobbledygooker sighting on one of the WWF shows?
I don't know. See. We shall see, indeed.
When is Survivor Series? Is it next weekend or this weekend?
I do not know. I think it's either next weekend or the weekend after. I'll be blunt with you guys. I have not kept up.
Thunder Power Bomb on Taka, and the great Sasuke wins again.
Beautiful. So we got to have like a rubber match then.
Well, Sasuke won the night before.
Oh, he did?
I believe he won a Canadian Stampede. I think so, at least.
So, but
look at Brian Christopher in that leopard skin outfit.
flat out, I'm gonna say this right now. Brian Christopher, phenomenal look, great charisma. It's a shame that he didn't become bigger. I mean, you can talk about the whole thing like with the Too Cool gimmick and all that, but I feel like Brian was excellent in the ring.
He was great in the ring. I agree with you 100%. Lorraine says Logan Paul only retired from boxing as he is afraid of a rematch with Mayweather. Luger should be in War Games against Judgment Day, Daniel says.
God, that'd be great.
I wonder if Paul and Mayweather will have a rematch at WrestleMania. You know, I'd love to see him do it again, you know, in the ring, but obviously if Paul sticks to it, it's not going to happen anymore. But
Do you realize how much money that would make?
they made a lot before when they did it.
Yeah.
Give Paul credit though. He stayed in there with Mayweather. He didn't get knocked out when he fought him. He didn't get knocked out. He stayed in there with him.
That's kind of like with McGregor. I mean, you got to give McGregor credit too. Like
Until he gassed at the end of it. He gassed out, and that's why they had to stop it.
Yeah.
He had no energy left. He was done.
Well, like with McGregor, it was a matter of that if he was going to win, he would have to take him out early.
All right, here comes the Ku Klux Klan. I mean, the Disciples of Apocalypse.
Oh, come on.
They really are, man. The Disciples of Apocalypse just remind me of like the WWF's version of the KKK here.
Yeah,
all these guys look like they're just pure white supremacist scum.
Where's their red MAGA hats at? I mean, their white hoods. I mean, they're sorry. Anyways,
this gang wars stuff that they're doing here with WWF at this point. Were you a fan of it?
No, it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It was so insensitive. Just saying.
It was stupid. I agree. I mean, there were some okay moments, I guess. I agree with Jeremy here. He said Logan earned his respect by saving Ray from being paralyzed. Logan's earned my respect in the ring in general. I think he's really darn good. And don't count out a Logan Paul world title reign one day.
I would not be surprised. And like I said,
that out there. Don't count it out. I'm not saying now. Maybe down the road.
Well, Logan's already became the greatest celebrity wrestler of all time.
Hands down. Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even close. Stephen Amell was pretty damn good, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was.
Bill score, 9-7 Denver. All right. I think he might have taken a little easy on him, too, Lawrence, just to keep it competitive. Mayweather took it easy on Paul McGregor. I think he did, too, just to kind of keep it competitive a little bit.
Oh, God, Ahmed.
I could see that. Ahmed made it like a week in the nation, and then he got hurt. He ruined the angle from the first week. The guy couldn't even make it out of a fight scene like here.
Oh yeah,
with it, he couldn't even do that.
What did you think about the Ahmed doll or like the Ahmed stuff thing? The brawling buddy.
The day I spent $80 on a Ahmed brawling buddy is the day this world's coming to an end. It ain't happening.
Now there's the Mark Marrow.
I still wouldn't spend $80 on that thing. No.
Really?
No. I love Mark too. He's a great guy. I love him. I'm not spending $80 on a brawling buddy. It ain't happening.
I gotcha.
No, I could do much better things with my $80.
What if it was a signed Hulk Hogan brawling buddy?
Okay, I'd spend $80 on that. Definitely. No doubt about that one.
There you go.
Jeremy says Bad Bunny isn't bad. No, Bad Bunny's really good, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
He's excellent, too. He's right up there. Never mind. Offsides penalty. Bills go for 2, 9-8 Denver. It sounds like a baseball game. 9-8. 9-8. It's in the bottom of the eighth right now. Oh, no, it's football. They're only in the second quarter.
The bottom of the eighth. It's 2 outs.
Daniel says he put Ahmed brawling buddy on his Christmas wish list, and Santa laughed at him.
That's great.
Santa said he brings joy and happiness to people's households, Daniel. He does not bring misery and gloom and doom. He will not give it to you.
That back.
Look at Los Barlicuas. Oh, dude, get this hairy bitch off of here. Come on.
The back hair.
Do I got to call my bathroom break time early tonight? I don't have to go yet. This guy is disgusting. he's putrid. I'm sure he's a jam-up guy. I'm sure he's awesome. Nice dude. Great guy, I'm sure.
Just imagine him going to like the nightclubs, like to go hook up with ladies. What's up, honey?
I'm sure he's probably a great, good friend.
Yeah. Do you like my back hair, sweetie? You can
So
braid
many
it.
people. This guy's disgusting.
Do you want to braid my back hair?
Oh, this guy's disgusting, man. Disgusting.
Oh wow. They don't have their MAGA hats on.
No.
Okay. Okay.
You could
Anyways.
see Paul and Mayweather having a WrestleMania match as their boxing match look great. A rematch on a platform like WrestleMania would be another good paycheck. WrestleMania would be a great paycheck for them. You know they're paying big bucks for it.
Oh
Dana
god.
says, Santa stays away from whatever state Greg Valentine lives in, other than Missouri.
Oh my god.
Ahmed had the biggest nose holes in the business. He sure did. That's why he had to wear those breathing strips even when he walked around. Yeah. Just that fucking guy. He did, man. He has the biggest things. I mean, that guy could blow an 8-ball of coke up of his nose in one fucking sniff, and he's not even dying.
Good god.
And if
Well-
anybody out there knows what an 8-ball is, that's a pretty good amount of dope. It's a pretty good amount of coke.
Well,
Man would take that shit in one sniff, bro. He'd be doing it with Father James Mitchell in the NWA. There's a gimmick for him.
there
Bring
you
him over to
go.
go hang out with Father James Mitchell in the NWA so they can go fuck up another TV deal.
There you go.
Stupid assholes. Boy, you get what you get when that happens.
No offense. I mean,
We talked about it on the radio. What? So stupid.
in the era that we're in right now,
Come on.
seriously.
Jeez. Isn't Mick Foley Santa Claus? He played him a few times. He's the biggest Santa Claus fan ever. Martin
Actually,
Jannetty loved 8-Ball and didn't even know he was a member of the DOA.
oh. Speaking of Marty, like you sent me that.
That was
you sent me the
disgusting.
post too, like his leg. Good
That was
God.
disgusting, bro. No, he would not flinch, Jeremy. He'd just take that one shot right up. No.
Boom. Tony Montana ain't got shit on him.
Nope. No, that ankle on Marty, boy, that was disgusting.
It was.
All right, so we know that the Canadians are all for the white supremacists here, being on the
Oh.
Doritos. They are. They're the only people cheering the disciples of apocalypse right now.
This is great. This is wow. This match is horrible.
It is what it is. It's not much you can do. I like
If it's-
Savio, I do, but
Uh,
you know, he was a good worker and things, but
Mhm.
they tried everything to get that dude over, and it never worked.
that and Crush. Love Crush. They should have had like the old Crush gimmick.
Crush had more gimmicks than Brad Armstrong in WCW. Okay.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he was a member of Demolition. Then he had the Hawaiian Brother gimmick. Then then DOA. Then Chronic.
He was Evil Crush too.
Yeah,
Then he was Nation Crush.
Brian Adams.
Then he
The
turned
NWO.
into the motorcycle biker here.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was awesome, though, Lawrence. Lawrence says he was awesome. I agree with you, Lawrence. I liked him a lot, too.
I agree.
We always talk about Crush, and we like him. I thought he could have been a guy in his early stages in the early 90s when he came in. I thought he could have been a guy that could have been built, really built up to be maybe like a babyface champion.
Intercontinental champion at least.
At
minimum.
least. I think they could have done a lot. Marty used to party with Ozzy Osbourne day in and day out. Booker could probably hit the booger sugar or the booger sugar too. How do you think he created the spinaroonie? Yeah, he's got some big nostrils too. He does. Love Crush and his tag team Chronic. I thought Chronic was an awesome tag team.
What we just spoke about that too recently about how that if they were given more time, they could have been big money makers within the WWE.
Yep, I agree.
So,
Oh boy, whoever this guy is, he's about to get thrown over the bike. Ow.
ow.
The crowd is really into this gang warfare stuff here, though. They're standing on their feet cheering. They're enjoying this.
I'm not a fan of this.
I'm not either, but they love it. Get out of there, fan. That fan's sticking his head in. Here comes Briscoe. Hello, Mr. McMahon.
Mr.
You
McMahon.
can't hit each other like that. Mr. McMahon said stop.
There's Earl Hebner.
Get the hairy back guy out of here and off the fucking camera, please.
Please. Dear God, it's terrible.
How can
Come
you
on.
walk around like that?
I don't know.
How do you not get your back shaved when it's that bad?
They have back scratchers with razors on them now. So, like, you could shave your back like that.
Bro, if this guy's still that hairy, I'll pay for the waxing. Send me the bill. All right? I know they just did a signing recently, and thankfully he had his shirt on. But I think his name is Miguel Perez. If Miguel's out there and he wants a fucking back waxing, brother, let me know how much it costs. Venmo me the cost. I'll pay for it for you.
Oh, man, that's so nice of you.
It's Christmas time of year. He looks like an orangutan with the hair, like an orangutan's hair. It's disgusting. Who do we have as some of the worst tag teams in WWE history? Wow, that's a loaded question. Wow. That could be a good topic to discuss.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. The New Rockers, I thought were absolutely terrible.
Oh, yeah, they're bad news.
The New Midnight Express.
George the Hairy Ballsack.
Oh, God.
Well, that's a good topic, Jeremy. We'd have to maybe do that on one of the shows. Let me think of one right here. Say worst tag teams ever.
I can't say the B team because the B team was excellent.
I like them together. I thought they were kind of fun. The Gemini.
Yeah, frickin' Idols.
The New Legion of Doom. Anytime you got the word new in it, you know it's going to suck. The New Midnight Express, the New Rockers, the New Legion of Doom. Get rid of it.
The Dicks. They were terrible.
Oh, yeah, they were bad.
The Heartthrobs.
Rocky and whatever the other guy's name was.
Yeah. The tag team with Idol Stevens and those managed.
I know the one you're talking about.
Michelle McCool managed them.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They were in
Deuce and
OVW,
Domino,
something like that. Yeah, Deuce and Domino. Here we go. When Billy and Chuck. That's what Jeremy's going with. Deuce and Domino coming out with Cherry.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a good one.
Yeah, like with like a 1950s gimmick.
Boy, Paul Bearer has been monopolizing the television programming here on WWE TV for months now.
I think he's been doing a decent job.
He has been. To be honest with you, I think he's been the best part of the Undertaker's title run here.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because the rest has sucked. As we've said before, this was the worst title reign the Undertaker ever had. One of the worst in the history of of mainstream professional wrestling, I think, at this time.
I think the worst title run of all time was probably Jack Swagger.
Yeah, I would definitely rate that up there.
Because Swagger was definitely not world champion material.
And once again, this is no disrespect to the Undertaker. The guy is a legend, is one of the greatest ever, and all that stuff. It just didn't work at this time. They were third to everything else. Anything that wasn't the Hart Foundation, Austin, and Shawn Michaels, he was third.
Okay, did you check out the clips I sent you of the new podcast for the Undertaker?
No, I didn't see that one actually.
Yeah, it's called 6 Feet Under.
Is it going to be a weekly podcast?
I think, yeah.
Who's he doing it with?
I do not know the name of the guy. I'll be blunt with you. I did not pay attention, but it's actually not half bad.
Why look at it? I'm sorry, I probably didn't see it. It probably came in late one night when I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Let me say Undertaker podcast.
Yeah, because for me,
here it is.
I like to peel the onion back, guys. Like there's times where I go down like a rabbit hole and I send Daniel and John like a crap ton of videos. So
like I'll wake up and I'll have about 50,000 in my messenger. like
what the hell?
How am I gonna get enough time to watch this in today? All right, so the Hall of Famer icon Undertaker, this is the press release for it. He's stepping out of the squared circle and into the world of podcasting, known for maintaining a shroud of mystery around his real life persona. Mark Calaway, the man behind the Undertaker, has decided to peel back the layers in his latest venture called 6 Feet Under. And let's see, it's going to be a Patreon based one too. They're going to have a Patreon to it. It says capitalizing on the hunger fans have for behind the scenes insight. Calaway recently took to Instagram to announce the launch of the podcast, and he revealed that he's also going to offer exclusive content via a Patreon page.
He's going to make a crap ton of money.
Yeah, he's going to make a lot. People will be definitely interested to hear this one, I'm sure.
And 30 plus years of wrestling stories, he's going to have a ton of content to talk about.
Wonder when it's going to debut.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they announced it a few weeks ago, so obviously I missed it, but yeah, they announced it a few weeks ago, apparently.
If it's any good, would you pay for the Patreon?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not as big of a fan of him as everybody else to get a Patreon.
I got you. What if it was someone like Sting that had a podcast?
I would probably for Sting as long as it was a reasonable price. So,
man called Sting.
All right, shit. Let me turn around here. We got some comments. Undertaker couldn't even sniff Austin's level at that point. Not at all. I agree, Daniel. He wasn't even close. I think they could have done more with X-Pac and Sid as a team as they joined the $1 Million Corporation. Yeah, I forget about the $1 Million Corporation back in the day, Chris. I forget about that.
Yeah, they're forgettable, unfortunately.
Yeah. Chris Jericho was my worst run. I hate with title runs when he was undisputed champion, where he was booked like to look like a dick for the whole run. They definitely didn't book him that good. You agree?
Not at all. I agree 1,000%. And I feel like, especially whenever Triple H came back in January of 2002, it was a foregone conclusion that Jericho was going to lose the belt. So, yeah.
Daniel says a rabbit hole, not you, sir. If he doesn't tombstone someone at the end of every show, what's the point? It'll be named. Excuse me. It'll be named Vince is a great guy.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I could see Nails calling out the Undertaker.
Bro,
on his podcast.
Give me a Nails podcast. I'm joining that Patreon just for a crack at that son of a bitch.
Oh God.
That's one of the tiers. You get to have a nightstick on a pole match with him.
I'm surprised Ahmed Johnson doesn't have a podcast.
Bro, who the is going to listen to that crap? Okay. He'll be asleep within 30 seconds into the show.
And you're paying like $10 a month for it.
He's on a live stream. You know, at least Jannetty, when he gets on a live stream, he's only halfway intoxicated, you know?
He's coked out of his mind.
Yeah. He's a little coked out of his mind, maybe a little drunk. Ahmed gets on that thing. His preparation will be to not fall asleep within the first 30 seconds. Oh, Daniel says 12-8 Broncos with a minute left in the half. Remember the Outlaws in WCW, the old age Outlaws? No, I don't remember. Who's that one? Was that Funk and somebody, Lawrence? I can't remember.
I have no
hated
idea.
all of Nash's title runs. Yeah, he never had really good title runs. As much as I love Nash, he never really had great title runs. Do you agree?
I agree 1,000%. I believe they could have made his best title run in World Championship Wrestling after he beat Goldberg at Starrcade. But yet, literally, I think within like a week or two, Hogan, he laid down for Hogan, finger poke of doom. And yeah.
Daniel's got a name for Ahmed's podcast, the Ahmed Great Googly Moogly podcast.
Googly Moogly, baby.
I'd love to listen to some of his fucking delusional stories on there, talking about, being tougher than Ron Simmons.
Come on.
Nice move. Nice power slam by Bulldog on Faarooq. Mm-hmm. Pillman's on the outside. He's still rocking that. Was that a kendo stick or his crutch still?
Crutch, I think.
Okay. Yeah, he's always got something.
No,
he's got the flag. He's got the British flag.
I gotta say this. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the WWE within like the months that they've had Brian Pillman Jr., they've made him more relevant than AEW did in like 3 years. That's sad. I'm not a fan of him personally.
He ain't done shit so far. He's terrible.
I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying he's great.
Somebody put up on a comment today about that. There was some like thread I saw.
Yeah.
And somebody put up about like how AEW booked him great when he was there. And,
no, they didn't.
That WWE is doing it wrong for him now. Now, mind you, I don't even see the point of wasting 5 minutes of time to invest in this kid. That's just me. But somebody's like, oh, his run, they're doing terrible with him in WWE compared to his amazing run in AEW. I was like, what was his run? He was in the Varsity Blondes, and the best part about the whole gimmick was that hottie Julia Hart when she got misted by Aleister Black or Malachi Black. Like,
Yeah.
that was the best part of it. What else when MJF like completely destroyed him on the mic? You know, like he sucks. But that's just me. He'd do a whole season, Daniel said, of how he beat up Ron, even when the topic has nothing to do with him. Yeah, he'd be like the model going, or Tatanka going back, how he talks about the model Rick Martel all the time still.
Yes.
Did you see that one I sent you last week? He's still talking about him.
I know.
What's going on with that, man? That's like a sick obsession, I think.
Oh, that's his version of the 2020 election being stolen, and he just can't get over it.
No politics. Leave it out.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to stop, but yeah.
Interception, Daniel says. We're on fire, Buffalo. What's that, the third turnover of the game?
All right, brother. Which I got to run to the restroom real quick.
Yeah, go for it, buddy. Jeremy says, I wish Dusty was alive and had a podcast called Kicking It Up, Dust with the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes would have such an awesome podcast if he was still alive. That would have been great. I remember him now, Lawrence, the Old Age Outlaws. Yeah, Arn Anderson, Zabisco, Orndorff, and Funk. I remember that at the last run. That was kind of embarrassing that they were doing it, but you go for the nostalgia. Well, D'Lo's got the choke right now on the British Bulldog. Owen's in the corner chomping at his bits to get in. Not a bad match between these two teams so far. Not great, but not bad. Yeah, turnover, third turnover and a half. This team needs to be taken out back. They need to be taken to the woodshed tonight, huh, Daniel? Ooh, that was almost a really bad power slam there by Faarooq. He didn't catch him all the way on that. Yelling at the ref. Got a young Jimmy Corderas in there. Great referee, Jimmy Corderas. Doesn't get enough love. Ahmed goes for the big splash there, and it was as obvious as possible because he was going for the splash on his knees that Bulldog was going to get that up. Now he's going to go for the hot tag. Can he get Owen in here? Faarooq tags in D'Lo. Nope, he's not going to be able to get to him. They're waiting for the hot tag to Owen. Sad to think about Bulldog here is, this was the last really big run of his career. The rest of it just went to the shitter after Bret left. I know he struggled with substances, and I know he struggled with a lot of other things at that point, but it's kind of sad to think that this was the last real good run of Bulldog's career. Never really had a good run again. And I know after WCW they tried to bring him back, but that just didn't work either. He was really battling his demons too much and just didn't look like the old Bulldog. All right, Ron's going for his finisher there, the shoulder breaker, but that's not working. Nope. When did they start? I can't remember when they start bringing in this, guys like The Rock and Mark Henry into the nation. I can't remember when they start doing that. Anybody remember out there in the audience when they do?
I think they bring The Rock in, I think they're like a couple months.
All right, good question here. All right, John, with a potential Randy return, what's your favorite version of Randy Orton? The Apex Predator is my choice to get that crazy look, and he punted everybody. Boy, that's a great version of Randy. I'm going to go with the Legend Killer.
I agree.
Yeah, Apex Predator is a close second to me, but Legend Killer.
I would say Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, and then like the recent one with like the laid back Randy.
I can't wait to see him come back. He's going to tear the house down over in War Games. It's going to be a fun one.
Dude, the crowd. Dude, they're going to go absolutely nuts.
Yep, they're going to go ballistic. 15-8 to end the half. The Boo Birds being rained on Buffalo. Well-deserved. Love Jimmy got a cameo done by him. Spoke with him on Cameo. Seems like a really nice guy. Also one of my favorites, if not
who's that?
Referee. Jimmy Corderas. Great referee.
Oh, yeah.
Laureate said 97 for that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking 97 that they started with The Rock. I don't know when Henry came in. Maybe he was 98-ish. Daniel's going with Legend Killer Orton in 03-04. What good work he was doing. Here comes Mick now. He's got his Stone Cold shirt on.
Oh, he's campaigning.
He is. Pick me, Steve.
Pick me.
I love Mick.
Oh, Mick's outstanding.
He is so good.
Pick
he wants
me.
That title gold around his waist. Look at him. He's trying to drag the Hart Foundation in the back.
Uh-oh.
He plays that just great, weird character as man now. He does so good with it.
Oh yeah, I agree. One of the greatest character workers of all time.
You got that right.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Stone Cold's giving the evil eye to the camera right here. He ain't even blinking.
What?
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 I've been there, done that.
What?
Huh?
Huh? What?
Huh? What?
I loved when he started that what shit, and then the crowd would just pick up on it.
It's sad for fans still do it to this day, and it's been over 20 years.
That's how popular it is.
No.
That's
now
how popular it is.
Now it's between what and yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
LA Knight. You gotta love him.
I think
gotta love him.
He's doing a phenomenal job.
We had a good discussion about that on the show this last weekend, about what we would have done differently in that booking and Crown Jewel. But, I'm very interested to see where it goes with a lot of stuff, Chris.
I think even though Knight lost, he still became a bigger star.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the match was outstanding. Knight proved that he's main event worthy.
Absolutely, he did. 100%. All right, let's see. Orton Foley was awesome. I loved it. They always had a great feud too, Lawrence.
One of my favorite hardcore matches of all time.
Did Randy fight Dusty? I can't remember. I think he punted him at one point. I'm pretty sure he punted him. I don't think he ever did any match against him, but I think he got him.
He gave him the RKO and he punted him.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure he did. Let's see. He heard the cameraman say only wussies drink beer. That Stone Cold glare. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yes, the Backlash hardcore match was a classic.
It was.
Dusty and Randy in a Texas bull rope match at the Great American Bash. That would have been a fun one. It's fun watching War Games and, knowing that was Dusty's put the stamp on that one and put it on the map.
That was Dusty's baby right there.
It was. I love that moment that we had this last weekend. We were doing 92 with Sting Squadron. My favorite part of that match, I was telling Jeremy agreed with me, I think, and Daniel last night we were shooting the shit when the show was airing. That moment with Nikita Koloff and Sting unite to fight down the Dangerous Alliance, and they tuck the clotheslines together and give that big hug with one another in the ring, and they just go ballistic. I love that moment in that match.
Oh, God, yeah.
Such a cool moment.
Beautiful, beautiful moment. And the crowd just completely gets sucked into it. And it's good whenever the crowd is just so invested, within those moments.
Yep.
All right, so
we're on to hour 2. You know why I think this is shorter tonight, Chris? I think they edited something off of the show here.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I think they must have edited something off of the show here tonight.
Because it's normally an hour and 40 minutes? It's
usually an hour. I think it's an hour and 36 minutes, typically, right around there. It's over an hour and a half every time. I mean, we've been doing these style shows for fucking 5 years at least here throughout over 5 years since this show started. We started doing watch-alongs early. And these shows were always right around the same, without commercials, always over an hour and a half. And especially since we started the Monday night series a couple years ago, whatever, you could tell the time frames. So they must have edited something off of the show.
I'm looking this up right now, actually.
Yeah, I bet you they did. There's a missing segment somewhere here, I think. Who knows what it is? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's my thought.
I'm looking it up right now. Let me see if it'll. I'm on a excellent website. It's called the Pro Wrestling Wiki.
Oh yeah, they always have good stuff on. You can get all your information for every freaking event ever.
Yes, without a doubt, baby.
Here comes Hunter Hearst Helmsley to take on Stone Cold. I hated this music from Helmsley, Chris.
Yeah, I agree.
Cody going into the War Games will be a whole different animal. The adrenaline might be too much for his soul in the double rings. He'll be moonsaulting off of the top because they don't put the top on this one. Let's take it over. Let's take a bet. Does Cody do a moonsault off the top of the cage, Chris? What do you think? Chris froze for a second there. I'm going to say for me.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, okay. So you
Hold
say
on.
without a doubt, Chris?
Oh, without a doubt. Dude, the
He's
pyro's
moonsaulting
going to be
that
going
one.
off as he moonsaults.
Yeah. He's going off that thing with a moonsault, no doubt. If they didn't edit Katie Vick, nothing should never be edited. 2004 Bash, Orton versus Dusty Rhodes, Texas Bull Rope match. All right, there it is.
I could not find anything. I could not find anything that was edited. So I don't know.
So Daniel said they did, or excuse me, Jeremy said they did have a match. 2004 Bash, Orton versus Dusty in a Texas Bull Rope match. And Daniel agrees 1,000%. He's going off that cage.
Yeah.
He's going off that cage, buddy.
Dude, how much pyro do you think he's going to have because it's a War Games match?
Oh, God, a lot. Instead of the War Games cage when they, they'd have the pyro coming out when they lower the cage, they're gonna do the Cody Rhodes pyro instead, and his music instead of like doing that, kind of cryptic music to get everybody in the mood for the War Games and the double rings in the cage. They do that, just one of those songs. It's going to be Cody's theme song and his pyro going off for it.
Whoa,
whoa, ding, 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 ding. They all start going off for him, and
because it's going to be, extra special because it's a War Games match and it's his dad's invention. So it's gonna, and this is his first time in it.
I'm looking forward to the War Games match this year. Actually, I think it's going to be a really cool match.
Oh yeah. This week coming up, we're going to be doing a watch along to War Games 2019 from NXT.
I haven't seen it since it came out, but by gosh, that was a great match.
Oh, I'm excited.
Was it the Katie Vick thing to set up the debut of Six Boy as Scott Vick before they canceled the air? I don't know, Lawrence. I can't remember that far back on that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Seth can't go off that cage. The back would be too much. Jay would only splash, so it has to be Cody. He's doing it. I like how the last 2 years they use War Pigs by Black Sabbath as a theme for War Games. Yeah, see, songs like that are cool to bring it into.
Oh, they are.
I love War Games. They're just. I'm really glad to see that they brought it to the main mainstream show, like one of the big four. But I'm also a big fan, though, Chris, of the Survivor Series old school matches.
I am too. Hopefully they'll have like a Survivor Series elimination match.
No, they're not doing them.
What?
Nope, not doing them. Doesn't seem like they are. They're just throwing it all in on War Games, which, hey, I'm cool with it. War Games is always awesome, but I know a lot of people didn't like those conventional matches, but I always got into them. I thought they were fun.
And this is my prediction. I don't think CM Punk will debut at Survivor Series because I don't think the WWE wants to take away the impact of Orton's return.
Yeah. Might be 100% right on that. We'll have to see.
They're in Chicago, so he has to debut.
That's what Daniel said. I'll get back to Jeremy's comment first again. Daniel said it being in Chicago to give her a bigger field of War Games for sure on that because it's a great crowd. Halloween Havoc needs to be a main roster event. I agree, Jeremy. I think it should be a main roster thing too. Loren says, I like the old school Dusty JCP booked War Games best. They're great with the old school ones. Late 80s, if I remember correctly, was when it first debuted.
Yes.
Daniel said the same thing. I love the elimination style, hence the Survivor Series name. I get freshening it up, but I would love to see a few matches at least from that traditional style. If you looked at the War Games, because they're going to be doing a 5-on-5 anyways, I know that was usually 4 people per match that they would do. I think they might have switched it to 5 later on at certain points, but it really could fit perfectly, with doing the traditional theme because they'd still have these team style matches, but the final match gets the billing for War Games.
Yeah, I think they should start out with like the women's War Games match, sprinkle in the elimination matches, and then you end like with the men's match, the War Games match.
We're gonna do a women's War Game match the next week after this one.
Okay.
We've done all ones for for the guys. We haven't done a women's one yet. And they had some really good ones from what I remember.
We'll do the women's one next week then.
Yeah,
I mean,
not this week, but the week after.
Yeah, works for me.
Going into Survivor Series weekend, and then we'll unfortunately have to say goodbye to the War Game Series till next year, but we'll have plenty more to come back up.
Goodbye. What's the December pay-per-view coming up?
For WWE?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Daniel says, we'll all go to Chicago and show them a true rowdy crowd. That would be fun. Remember the promotion Dusty ran, Turnbuckle Championship? It wasn't a bad promotion. I remember the name, but I don't remember anything about the promotion. Lawrence, do you, Chris?
I don't, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that it was bad. I just don't remember it.
Yep. Daniel says, could have a Knight Owens and 2 others or 3 others faced against Solo, Jimmy, Waller, in theory, and maybe Santos Survivor Series. Yeah, that's a great idea, too. Knight Owens, and then you have Ray and the rest of the remaining LWO that he's got. Could be a good one.
Speaking of LWO, Santos Escobar, he turned his back on the LWO.
Yeah, that's why he just mentioned having Santos with Waller, Theory, and Jimmy and Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he said put him in there because then you could bring in like the rest of the LWO. Maybe, who knows, Daniel? It's a good idea. Maybe they might do something like that.
I think Santos is outstanding. He's a
great worker.
Oh, he's one of the best Latino wrestlers in the whole entire world right now. I mean,
Jeremy says, JJ Dillon still has a hump on his neck from War Games, taking the Doomsday from the Road Warriors. That probably didn't feel too good. Lorenz said Dusty also did a great job helping run booking a revived Florida territory called Professional Wrestling Federation. He did an all right job with it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Dusty did a lot, with his own promotions and other promotions in that area. Oh, Mick just got laid out with the chair by Triple H. And Steve hits the stunner on him, and that is going to be that, buddy.
Good God.
Yeah, that's done. Beautiful. Hey, Chris, take the reins for just a minute, okay?
Brother. All right, I got you. So, all right. So, we got Steve Austin. He won the title of being the winner. That's what he won, the title of being the winner tonight. And you know what? You talk about taking one for the team. Mick Foley showing that he could be like a team member. He could be one to sacrifice. I feel like Stone Cold should be considerate of using Mick Foley as a tag partner. And, he needs to stop hanging Mick out to dry. Just saying, if you will. So what's Steve got to say to Mick? Oh, God. So Steve Austin said, get your ass up, you long-haired freak. Uh-oh. So Steve Austin is telling him to get in the ring. So is Steve Austin saying, so is Steve going to tell Mick that he's going to pick him? Uh-oh. Oh, so Steve's saying that if you shake my hand, then we will be a tag team. So let's see what happens. Do you think that they can trust? You think Steve can trust Mick? And vice versa, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, here we go. Oh, Mankind's so excited. Uh-oh. Stunner. Good God, that rattlesnake. Don't. Uh-oh. That's wrong. So, Mankind, he stuck his heart out there, and he got stepped on, ladies and gentlemen. It's not right. It's not right, but that's all right. It's all right. So, Jeremy said that they're apparently for the second year in a row, there's going to be no December show. Okay. So, we're going to go straight into the advertising for the Royal Rumble then. Oh, God. Mick Foley's like, all I was looking for was a friend. I was looking for respect, and you ruined that, Steve. Uh-oh. So, Mick Foley's saying that drastic measures will be taken. So, next week, are we going to have the debut of Dude Love? That would be awesome. Yeah. As a matter of fact, yes, it is, Jeremy. It is a WrestleMania 3 shirt. I went to a random discount store here in Myrtle Beach, and like they sell like a bunch of random stuff, and I found this right here. This was a part of a box for like Funko Pops that you can display like your wrestling Funko Pops with. So it had like the box and it had like the T-shirt with it. So I got like a WrestleMania 3 Funko Pop holder and like with the shirt. So like it's pretty cool. Now this is the moment I've been waiting for, the arrival of Dude Love. I'll have mercy. That's right, baby. I'm good with no December show. I like a little build to Rumble. I agree 1,000%. I think that they need to do that more. I think honestly that less pay-per-views are better.
All right.
So Sunny, she's announcing Brian Christopher to the ring. Too sexy Brian Christopher, if you will.
He could draw good heat, couldn't he, Chris?
Oh yeah, he could.
Boy, Sonny looks fucking good here.
Yeah, Sunny, like she's definitely drawing heat too. And the thing is that she's drawing heat in the prison system right now.
Yeah,
if you will.
Boy,
Just saying.
She was hot though at this point, Chris, wasn't she?
Oh yeah. And
boy, it's sad to see, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God, they're bringing back the Putski shit.
Oh God, Scott Putski. It's sad.
This kid far away.
It's sad what happened. The God's truth, like we keep talking about, like with Sunny. It's sad seeing the direction that her life took.
Yep.
She literally had the world in like the palm of her hands, and she completely ruined it.
Blew it all.
And okay.
Lawrence said Brian Christopher did a great job in Memphis and USWA. I agree. Jeremy says Sunny pre-diabetes, have mercy. Yep.
Sunny pre-diabetes, have mercy. Yes.
Sunny was getting her workouts in. The trains were being ran down.
Oh God.
Lawrence says I'd still give Sunny a bang.
Oh God. But yeah, okay. So here is Eric Shelley. Apparently, it is Alex Shelley's dad.
What is this fucking outfit he's wearing, bro?
I don't know. Did he randomly find like a couch?
Bro, he lost a bet, guaranteed, to wear this crap on national TV.
Yeah.
He lost a bet to somebody. They're like, all right, I heard you getting your big break on Raw against Brian Christopher. You know?
Yes.
Remember that bet you owed me back in the day? Yep, I remember. Yeah. Well, here it is. You're paying up now. You're wearing this outfit.
Looks
You're
like
wearing this outfit, Mr. Shelley.
Oh.
Brian's got him in nice move there. He's got him in the full Nelson into a Russian leg sweep.
There we go.
Brian Christopher is like the only one that's got any semblance of a reaction from this this Memphis Smoky Mountain shit they've been doing.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, because like I said, I think Brian, he has the ability to get a reaction because of his character work. I mean, he's got charisma out of the ass, and it's just a shame that the road he went down. I mean, we talk about Sunny like in like the sad shape that she was in. Brian, same thing. I just feel bad for him.
Jeremy says, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Lorenz says, oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Does Eric Shelley have a dad? Christian's ears are perked up somewhere.
Oh, God.
Missy Hyatt would still go all right also. God, Missy Hyatt she was a babe back in the day for WCW. She was their version of Sunny.
Yeah, I agree.
Never as popular, but
no.
I miss Tori and Stacy too, especially Stacy.
Yeah. She was my all-time favorite.
Oh, she was hot.
So,
nice drop kick to the back of the head by Christopher. He's just kind of toying with this guy right now.
I mean, and I've heard stories about Missy Hyatt in the locker room in WCW, which
she didn't sound like such an outstanding individual.
No, I heard she would purposely do stuff just to piss off other wrestlers and just a very mean, vindictive human being.
Did you see the sign over there? It said LOD, lame old drag queens.
That is great.
Oh boy, that one wouldn't get over today.
No.
Eric
Okay.
Shelley is doing his best here. If he kips up one more time, I'm going to super kick him myself.
Oh,
You're
God.
not Shawn Michaels, buddy. All right.
You're not.
You're wearing a fucking couch cushion on your damn outfit. Yeah, nobody cares. Get this goof out of here. Come on, Brian, end this. He goes for the stinger splash and misses. Now he's humping the turnbuckle. Brian is doing, I don't know what this move is. It looks like a reverse DDT of some sorts. Oh,
yeah. It's a reverse DDT. Is he going for the Tennessee Jam?
Yep, he's going up for the Tennessee Jam right now. Lorenz has a good comment here. He said Stacy and her legs. I would enjoy them like buffalo wings.
Oh, God.
Only because she was a Ravens cheerleader, Chris. I think that just adds into why Chris likes her more.
Yes.
And Tori Wilson. Yes, Lorenz, she was definitely good. Brian picks up the victory here, folks.
Yes.
Now Jerry's getting out there to go congratulate his son.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, speaking of Stacy, like a fun fact for you guys, which I used to live in a small town outside of Baltimore called Perry Hall. One of Stacy's best friends lived in my apartment complex. So during the summertime, Stacy would actually be at my apartment complex pool. So just imagine.
I'd have been gawking all day at her.
Yeah.
Daniel says my ears perked when I heard buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings, yes.
Now they are still destroying young Eric Shelley here. Jerry's got the mic. What unfiltered stuff is he going to say? All right, so they're bringing Ivan Putski back to team with Scott next week against Jerry and Brian.
Oh, my God. That's going to be a classic.
The Polish Hammer is probably about 80 years old at this point.
Yes.
Right,
why don't you click on the Army hyperlink on the
Chris,
WWF website?
Tonight, don't forget, Warzone is brought to you by the Army. Be all you can be.
In the Warzone.
Army.
Motherfucker. So Steve's out for another segment. Why?
Here they go. This is our main event now with him and Goldust. I still can't believe George Clooney had her. Did you join her in the pool? I'd have been hopping and doing a cannonball and getting her extra wet.
Yeah.
Look at Austin starting with the fans here.
She mainly tanned. So yeah.
She doesn't seem like a swimmer to me. She's the type of chick that goes as 100 degrees outside and is probably out there, like you said, just getting a tan.
Yep. I had a copy of the WCW magazine with Sting on the cover, and he had half of his face paint off on like one side, and then he had face paint on the other. Stacy signed that copy for me. I wish I still had it with me. So
look at Austin getting taken out last night in handcuffs and flipping off everybody after the end of the match.
Oh.
Oh.
It's crazy that we have to blur out.
Can't be in the local pool with a hairy back. Very true.
Oh, dude, just imagine if Jorge Estrada was there.
I think it's Miguel Perez. If Miguel Perez was there, the chicks would be flocking all over that back hair trying to braid it.
No, the individual that cleans our pools would have to have the what's it called? The skimmer out at all times.
I'd put Nair in the pool, just put tons of Nair in the pool so as soon as he jumped off.
Sir, you're shedding.
Peeling off. You're shedding. What is going on? My hair's falling off of me everywhere.
Good.
I would ask Stacy, could I try some buffalo sauce with your wings?
Oh God.
The flip of the birds, especially for Bruce. Yeah, Bruce's drunk ass coming into there in the Canadian Stampede. Austin, that flip was definitely for him.
That's why Stu's not there right now.
Hey, Stu ain't there. He doesn't travel to Edmonton. He doesn't like those damn Oilers.
God damn it, Bruce. I had to keep Bruce from getting into the arena.
Hey, Bruce he was gonna be the real star one day, you know. Bruce has talent.
Hey, Vince, do you think you can bring in Bruce with the anvil?
I was just about to say the same thing.
No, Stu, no.
Was the Sandman gimmick inspired by Bruce Hart?
No, I think Ahmed.
He's drowning all those beers just like Bruce.
Exactly.
Reminds you of a Long Game Polly. Make it rain. What a good movie that is, too.
Excellent.
Boy, Austin is just ripping into this Canadian crowd in this. I love it. If he cannot beat Owen Hart at SummerSlam. Okay.
Wow.
This is a stipulation that if Owen beats him, he's going to kiss his ass. Is this the broken neck SummerSlam?
Yep.
Okay. This changes this guy's life literally at this point.
This shortened his career exponentially. I mean, and the sad part about it is that right after he broke his neck, the doctors, they essentially said to him, Steve, you're on borrowed time. And the fact that he lasted, it was like 4 or 5 years after that.
How he came back in such a short time after it was just baffling. Yeah. Breaks your neck and he comes back within a couple months. Insane.
Oh, here
Craziness.
We go.
Bruce and Anvil, the even newer foundation.
Yeah, baby.
We got Goldust. I love Goldust.
Outstanding. Dustin Rhodes, absolutely legendary.
He played this gimmick so perfect.
He did.
I know he hated it, but he played it so good.
Speaking of people that should be in the Hall of Fame,
Dustin will go in one day.
Nope.
Oh yeah, like without a doubt.
The broken, let's see, and the broken neck also made him more over than hell he was raising quickly. Made him even more endearing to the crowd. Daniel, great point.
Because it showed him that he was being even more. He was tougher, and like that, and like that tough SOB gimmick wasn't a gimmick. It was
real
truth.
Yep. Bruce and Anvil, the Pub Crawl Foundation.
Oh,
think about this. Bret elevated Austin to a new level, and Austin never defeated him. Really good point.
And that's what we were talking about with LA Knight and with Roman Reigns. You can be elevated without winning.
Yep. And that's where it's interesting when you see, because like you said, he never beat him, but then he goes on the biggest tear of his career and eventually gets the belt, of course, next year, and all those things work out great for him. Could they be redoing something similar with LA Knight? Very well could be a possibility. That's the beauty of wrestling, folks, is hold in for the long term. You never know what they're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah.
You might not like it and get your immediate gratification. That, you don't get that immediate satisfaction, or, it just doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes the best things are when they wait a little bit.
And that's like with a world title run that's over 1,000 days.
Yep. And I know some people don't like him, and I get it, I think he's great, but that's just me.
I do too. I think he's outstanding.
And I was never a big fan of him until he went heel for Roman Reigns.
And we've said this, whenever it comes to the best wrestler in the world right now, there's Roman, and then there's everybody else.
You got it.
So,
you can see Bret here, Chris. Sorry to interrupt. Bret's really favoring on that knee. Look how he's walking.
Yeah,
because he just came back from knee surgery here too.
He did. And
it wasn't a big one. It was just a meniscus, but it's still a painful injury. I've had it 5 times and had 5 surgeries for that.
That sounds like a venereal disease. Meniscus. What'd you catch? I caught meniscus.
Caught the meniscus.
Stu Hart and Bruce.
Hey,
Stu. Hey, Bruce, what did you went out last night and you got some whores? What did you catch? Well, Dad, I caught meniscus.
Can't you tear a meniscus? Isn't that like a
Yes.
part? Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him favoring that a
Yeah.
lot when he walks and stuff. You can see it's definitely impacting Bret a little bit, but
It is.
that's how tough the Hitman was. I mean, I think he just had the surgery at this point, maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago.
Yep, and
Just pull his
I think that Bret, he's in the ring with a good opponent that's willing to protect him.
No.
So yeah,
You know, I'll say this though: as much as I liked about the Goldust character, his
Yeah.
work in WCW in the early '90s was way better in the ring.
okay, yeah, I would say
Character awesome here.
the
Natural
character
Dustin
work.
Rhodes, better worker.
I agree.
Just
I
look,
agree.
we've watched old school matches with him the last 2 weeks
And
on
they've been
the
excellent.
War Games, and he was arguably one of the stars each time of the match, and he was the workhorse of them both times.
I agree.
That's how good he was.
I agree.
Love the Hitman and Stone Cold WrestleMania match where Austin bleeds from the head and passes out but never taps. Yeah, it's just we've talked about it many times. It's just a great match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is one of the most iconic images too. There, Jeremy set up the blood face at 13. Daniel says Bruce couldn't get love even if he said his brother was Bret. Sloppy's 37th wasn't even an option for him.
Oh
was-
God.
He was the brother everybody forgot. Oh boy, here comes the gangs now. Here comes the Ku Klux Klan. I mean the Disciples of Apocalypse on their bikes.
The white nationalist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyways, do
Now
they got
they're
do they got their
causing
hoods
heat now.
on?
Yeah, their hoods are hidden in their bikes somewhere. They'll be rocking them out later on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why that the Disciples of Apocalypse are in this match here. They haven't had a feud at all.
Because Dustin Rhodes is the secret leader.
He's the secret leader of them. Now the rest of the Hart Foundation's coming out now since the DOA's out. They're coming out to make sure they're backing up their fearless leader.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just imagine if Goldust was actually the leader of the group. Surprise.
He's the leader of the Disciples of Apocalypse.
The higher power.
He's when you think of biker gangs and bikers, that the first person that comes to everybody's mind is Goldust.
Goldust. I'm just saying. I mean,
Rude and Rhodes, Rick Rude and Dustin Rhodes was a great feud, Jeremy.
No.
straight up, you know what? Or Jim Neidhart as a leader of DOA. I could see that.
I can see that one more than maybe he's got that long goatee when he's riding his bike and pops a hit on somebody, pops somebody. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Come on,
Hey, you scared him.
let's
Rick
go beat up
Rude
some
and
minorities.
Rick Rude in WCW, Jeremy, as great as he was in WWF, Rick Rude in WCW was a much better run in my opinion.
I agree. I think
Best run of his career.
I think if Rick wouldn't have gotten hurt, it would have been even better. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still like his best, but it was way too short. But they booked him like $1 million, and they booked him like the right way.
I know on paper it's not the world title because it was the international title is what they call, but he did hold the big gold belt over there.
He did.
He was they put him over to the moon over there, and he ran with it, and he did great. Best run of his career.
Yeah.
Anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about with this area, go check it out. Go down the rabbit hole and find some of it out. It's great.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Daniel had Jeremy says Amble had a bike gang bearded goat me from hell. Yep. Would it be funny if the secret leader of the DOA turned out to be Brother Love? I love you. Rick Rude was the guy in WCW to me, even with Sting booked as the top guy. What a great feud they had too.
Oh God, yes.
And Laurent says, love Dustin Rhodes in WCW. How could you not love the Natural in WCW? Willie called him the Natural. Underrated theme song.
Oh God, I thought that was. You know what? I think Tank Abbott would have been a great leader. DOA.
He would have fit, and he would have kicked the crap out of everybody in the process. Now comes out here. Here comes the Legion of Doom and Ken Shamrock to back up their buddy Goldust. Now we are gonna have a fucking brawl here in about 1 to 2 minutes. It's about ready to kick off any second.
It's going to be more explosive than the death match, the exploding barbed wire death match in AEW.
It's gonna be more explosive than my toilet after a Taco Bell.
Oh,
Coming.
Good God.
They're gonna have one hell of a fight here to end this show. I can feel it.
Which I heard that you broke your toilet last week. I mean,
A couple times they had to get a couple new ones put in.
Good God.
Home Depot knows me by name in the plumbing section.
You got like a platinum credit card there.
Yep. I don't normally use them, but I gotta have one for there.
Nope.
The
Just
way
in
that
case.
shit goes. Now Austin's
Literally.
back out now. Everybody's out for this. Rick Rude was awesome in his WCW run in the Dangerous Alliance International Champion. Yeah, great for sure, Lawrence. One of my favorite tag matches, WCW, was Barry Windham and Dustin versus Rick and Steve. Oh, how could you miss with those four competitors, Jeremy?
During that period of time, in my opinion, whenever it came to the in-ring action, there was no company that even touched World Championship Wrestling.
Agreed, 100%. Bigger characters and bigger audience, of course, in WWF at the time, but in-ring work-wise, much better.
Oh, Bret, he
Much
steals the
better.
match.
Yep, there it is. Picks up the big victory. Sends the crowd home happy. Bret's not losing in Canada.
Well,
You know.
it. You get the walnuts, you get the mayonnaise.
Look at Earl Hebner raising Bret's hand. The irony of that right at this point in time, Chris, when you think about what happens in a few months.
What? Oh,
The
God.
Survivor
Yeah.
Series.
Well, you know.
Well, that's the show for tonight.
Oh, wow.
Went off on a high note. I told you it was going to go by fast. We got 2 out of 3 falls for that match with Rude and Austin versus Wyndham and Rhodes. And Buffalo tied it up 15-15. All right. Maria said more explosive in my toilet after watching Pat McAfee go on with bullshit.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I love it. All right, buddy. Any closing thoughts before we get on out of here tonight?
Brother, I got to give this a thumbs up. I think Raw, they redeemed themselves this week. The show from top to bottom was excellent. The storytelling was great. I love the threads that went in and out, especially with Steve Austin and Mick Foley, with the tag team partner thing, the Hart Foundation. Everything was very well written and very well done this week. Heck, dude, the light heavyweight matches were fantastic. I can't believe Eric Shelley showed out and did a good job. The fact is that Raw, they hit a home run this week, and even that gentleman's back here couldn't ruin it for me. So what about you, John?
Well, who takes it home for you? Is it for the week? Is it Nitro or Raw? Who wins?
Nitro still.
Yeah. I thought it was a really good show tonight. I got to give them credit. It was very, very interesting from top to bottom for sure. Oh, thanks so much, Lawrence. You have a great night as well, my friend. We'll hope to see you again
Thank
next
you,
week,
Lawrence.
buddy. Be good, man. It's always great to catch up with you. Great card. Very electric crowd. Good storylines. Good things they were putting in all throughout the show. Great arcs in the storylines that they're building, and really, really good stuff. Good matches for the most part. Give them a thumbs up all day. Did they beat Nitro? No, don't even beat it at all. So
And now, if Bruce Hart was on the show, that might be a different story. But
yeah, oh, definitely. Jeremy says, fellas, appreciate the time. Thank you all for all the effort you put in each week.
thank you.
guys are family. Y'all ever need to talk, you know where to find me. Absolutely, Jeremy. Great seeing you out again as always, my friend, and love having you out.
Yep.
Love having everybody out. But that's gonna run out of time for us tonight. You got to get ready for work. You got one more.
do. One more thing, just really quick, guys. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your support. We are almost at 2,000 fans on our Facebook page. And remember, this is 4 fans, 5 fans. This is a community built by you guys. We're just here just to hang out and just talk about wrestling. So thank you.
No doubt about it, folks. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you hit a like on the video, and please make sure you like and follow the page on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell and notification so you can get notified every time we launched. We don't do a very good job at promoting our YouTube channel because
We don't.
We basically go through just Facebook and we just throw it up there. So you always see our content on there, but we don't do a good enough job promoting
And
it.
TikTok, we need to do better.
Yeah, social media is hard, different things, but we still want you to follow because we're still always going to put stuff up there. But we do have that YouTube channel too, Retro Wrestling Revival Podcast. And join us this weekend. We got 2 great shows planned for everybody for the radio this weekend. We'll put the links up on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be talking about the most deserving people that aren't in the Hall of Fame but should be on one show. And then we're going to watch a really great War Game style match on Sunday for the Undisputed Era versus Team Ciampa. And that's going to be a fun one to catch with you on Sunday. But we are out of time, folks. We're rocking and rolling out of here. Chris has got to get ready for work. So come back and join us again next week here on Facebook and YouTube. Check out the show this weekend on our radio show every Saturday and Sunday night, 9 to 10 p.m. live. You got to get it then. That's the only time you're going to get it. So, well, we're out of here. Be good. Be safe. Thanks, everybody, for watching the Retro Wrestling Revival.
Yeah, baby, yeah.